Okay, so we've got to the point in my Ancient Aliens Debunked film here where they are talking about um, the images in medieval art, which at an hour and 40 minutes into the documentary is the first thing that they mention that's really worth noting as actual evidence. It's interesting that they put it near the end like that. Probably because they realize that their argument really isn't very good. What they're doing is what you expect them to do. They're saying, an expert on medieval art would know that these are representations of astronomical objects, or represent angels. Okay, but you're not asking the question of where the connection came from, where the idea of beings coming from the sky is. The idea of tying um, these images and the imagery, broadly speaking, to extraterrestrials is not debunked by pointing out that they're angels. That's the very question itself. The hypothesis is that our concept of angels is a confused representation of extraterrestrial contact. That is, that the reason we conceive of angels is because angels were aliens. So to point out that they're pictures of aliens, or sorry, to point out that they're pictures of angels, does not in any way debunk the idea that they're aliens, because the premise, the hypothesis, is that angels and aliens are the same thing. Um, so I mean, this is. I think a lot of what he pointed out here. I mean, these are very facile arguments that he attacked. You know, levitating blocks and melting stones, and I mean, it's all a lot of nonsense, right? It didn't really need to be debunked, and it really didn't take a lot of effort to demonstrate that it was ridiculous, because anybody with a basic sense of thinking can see that it's ridiculous. But on this particular point, this documentary is spectacularly missing the point. And I'll have to see as it goes on whether they approach more of these sources in mythology, and if they do, if they continue to try to write it off like this. It's it's not even wrong. It's just they're not addressing the question. They're really stating the premise.